All right. Thank you, Ian. Welcome, everyone, to our last Sunday service of the year, but not the last service of the year because we still have our Burning Bowl service on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. And today is being the fifth Sunday of the month. We're having a contemplative service, and we're doing some wonderful intention setting. And so today's service presented by myself and Barbara Hess. And anyway, we're glad you're here. Welcome to Unity of Richmond, those of you who are here for the first, second, or umpteenth time. And welcome to those who are online with us today. And just by a show of hands, who's here for the first time today? We have one who's admitting it. All right. Well, welcome. Come down for refreshments after service. We'd love to get to know you. All right, so let us pause now for our opening prayer. So let's just take some deep breaths together, sinking into our heart space as we come together as one spirit this day. And so we come together as one spirit this day to celebrate this year that has just passed and to welcome in the year that is just around the corner, this new slate, this new chapter of our lives. And so we dedicate this service to healing what needs to be healed, revealing what needs to be revealed, to live our highest and best expression as love on earth. And so we join this day with all other communities in Richmond and around the world, dedicating ourselves to knowing the divine, to expressing the love of God by our heart, our hands, our voice, and our spirit. And for this we are grateful. So it is. Amen. So as I mentioned, our service leader today, or maybe I didn't, is Barbara Hess. So she's going to start us off.
Thank you. Good to see everyone. And we're going to begin with our unity affirmation. There is one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good. And so it is. And now I'll join in with the daily word. Pray for others. In prayer, I know the truth about others. I feel honored when someone asks for my support in prayer. My heart and mind join with theirs as I hold thoughts that affirm the truth of them, their own divinity. I pray they know they are created in the image of God, that the qualities of love, life, and wisdom are part of their spiritual inheritance. As I pray, I see their divine qualities expressing. I envision divine life flowing through them and divine love comforting them and harmonizing their relationships. I see them whole and well, loved and loving, prosperous and secure. As I pray, I focus on the spiritual truth and trust that the divine presence is the answer to every prayer. What should I do then? I will pray with the Spirit, but I will pray with the mind also. I will sing praise with the Spirit, but I will sing praise with the mind also. And that comes from 1 Corinthians 14:15. And so let's affirm this statement together. In prayer, I know the truth about others. And let's say it 3 times together. In prayer, I know the truth about others. In prayer, I know the truth about others. In prayer, I know the truth about others.
Let's all stand and sing this together.
Giving thanks. Growing spirit. Transforming lives. Giving thanks. Growing spirit. Transforming lives. Giving thanks. Growing spirit. Transforming lives.
Last time.
Giving thanks. Growing spirit. Transforming lives. You may be seated. Okay.
And always a great time for our service. There's our opportunities because there's so much always going on around here. And the first is our Release and Renew Burning Bowl service that Valerie's already mentioned. It's going to be this coming Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Come out. It's a lovely way to kind of review your year, release what you want to release, and then write a letter to yourself about your intentions for the new year. And then we have the Dance of the Universal Peace. That will be Wednesday, January 1st at 12 p.m., which was noon. It's going to be a mini retreat with a shared meal and dances of universal peace, meditation, music, poetry, and any other form of creative expression. It's a great way to bring in the new year, so come and join us for the Dances of Universal Peace. And then we always start off our new year with the White Stone Ceremony. A white stone ceremony is where you really kind of think of where you're at, and you can give yourself a spiritual name, and you can write it on your stone, or an intention for the new year. And we have a guest speaker that day, Reverend Richard Bunch, who had formerly been a minister here, but he'll be joining us for that. And then the fun doesn't stop. The new year brings all kinds of opportunities. And on Monday, January 6th, from 4 to 6, there is Channeling Your Divine Mother. It'll be right here. It's $20 if you prepay, $25 at the door, and the doors won't open at 3:30. And this is a woman who has been part of a metaphysical community for the past 40 years. She practices as a psychic and a life coach, and she has many years of training with lots of different traditions. And so she's going to come and share her experience and experience us with the Divine Mother. So that once again is Monday, January 6th at 4. And then we're going to add a guided meditation here in person, starting January 15th at noon. Our own Reverend Robin Moore will be facilitating this. And we'll give you a chance to just take a moment and center yourself, and a time to come together in community during the day. We have a lot of evening services, but this is an opportunity for us to come together during the day. This is going to begin January 15th at noon. And then we've had 2 drum circles that I know of recently, which have been both beautiful. And Valerie's going to guide us in another one Wednesday, January 15th from 6:30 to 8. You can feel the energy and connection. Everyone drums, everyone shares. She leads everyone. You don't need to have any experience. You don't even have to bring your own drum. But if you do have your drum, feel free to bring it and come and enjoy this community event. So that is a lot to be going on in the first 2 weeks of this year. And so now I'm going to invite Barbara up for lighting of candles.
Good morning. Kwanzaa is an African-American celebration, but it's for all people for 365 days, not just during the season of light. We have several celebrations of light, Diwali, Hanukkah, and this year they're all merging into one, which is phenomenal, and it raises the vibration. So I'm going to do the 4th day, but it's a lifestyle because, like the spiritual principles, you have to practice it every day. So today, the 4th day, well, let me go back. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Do all of them. Emoja is the first one, unity. Kuji Chagali, can you say Emoja? Unity, which is what this is, unity, which is what the world needs, because you're one with yourself, you're one with everybody. The second principle is Kuji Chagali. Can you say Kuji Chagali? I can't hardly say it. I've been working on that for years. But it's, as long as you embody it and embrace it, it's fine. It's the Spirit will correct you. You don't get graded. The third one, let me see, the third one, Ujima. Say Ujima. Don't you like the way they tickle your tongue? So that is a collective responsibility. You know, it's not just me, it's about the group, it's about the collective, it's about the beloved community. And the fourth day is Ujima, cooperative economics. The fifth one is Nia. Can you say Nia? Nia. That's purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Your purpose may be different from mine, but we all have a purpose and a calling on our lives that we agreed to by the universe, by the Creator before we got here. Because these are our lessons. This is our practice. That's what I tell people when they don't feel well, like what I was going through a couple months ago. And I talked to this young lady, Phyllis. She's going through some physical stuff. You get to practice so you can heal others. That's all it is. Then the next one, help me, Vita. What's the next one? Kumba. Can you say Kumba? Kumba. Say it again, I like that. Kumba. It's like you're in a supermarket, Kumba. That's creativity. We all have it. People say, I'm not an artist. Yes, you are. You're an artist at something. Even doing nothing, you're an artist. And the last one, what's the last one, Kumba? Imani, which I named my daughter. Say Imani? Imani. Imani is faith. So they were created by Dr. Maulana Karenga in 1966 because African Americans didn't have a template for their lives. Because after slavery, they just let us go. So Kwanzaa it doesn't preclude or wipe away Christmas, because I celebrate it all. It's just something that we needed for ourselves to embody and embrace our lives. So here's what Ujima says. Then I have a challenge for you after I speak. Ujima, cooperative economics. Ujima inspires and empowers individuals to contribute to the prosperity of themselves, their families, their beloved community. So it's about the collective. Recognizing the economic well-being of the community, of the beloved community, is shared responsibility. That means it's all our responsibility, like here at Unity of Richmond. Responsibility to the global village. In practicing Ujima, Kwanzaa imparts the lessons that cooperative economics, pulling your money together. Like when Mike Shelton did a fundraiser, kept asking people for $75 to fix something around the church. That's collective economics. It empowers people, not just individuals, but the individual pursuit, but a communal journey towards shared responsibility. So my challenge to you is find an African American business. We're talking about transforming lives. You don't know what your presence in an African American store will do. I don't care what you buy. Buy something, even if you don't need it. Hello? It's a gift, it's a tithe. Because while we were singing the song, it's transforming lives. When they see you walking through the door, they know it's for real. That little something that you buy will transform the world. Say, Ujima, I love you.
And now if you'd all stand, we'll start by singing and chanting together, I am as God created me, which you have on the screen. I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory, I am. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory, I am. In the love, in the light, in the oh, glory, I am. In the love, in the light, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory, I am. Repeat. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory. In the love, in the light, in the glory, I am. In the love, in the light, in the oh, glory, I am. In the love, in the light, in the oh, glory, I am. To the beginning, I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. Last time. I am as God created me, in the love, in the light, in the glory. Breathe that in. You may be seated. So friends, it's the end of the year, or near the end of the year, and it's time for us to once again set our intentions for the year. If you haven't already begun that process, our Unity Prayer Ministry has issued an invitation to do so by filling out a word of intention and sending it in to the Unity Prayer Ministry to be held for the entire year. So similarly, we're going to do that here today. We're going to set an intention. Because if we don't live intentionally, then we're going to live our lives by default and not by design. And by design, I don't mean by dictating the details of how they need to come out and becoming attached to the details, but by setting the values and the principles by which you choose to live by no matter what. Now, numerologically, the year 2025, when you break down the numbers, it breaks down to the number 9, which is a global thing. So we're in the year 2025, and it's a year of the number 9, which is a year of completion. So this year of the number 9 is 3 trinities: body, mind, spirit. And in numerology, the number 9 too is considered highly spiritual, associated with universal love, humanitarianism, completion of cycles. And it's that last single digit number, symbolizing endings and fulfillment and wisdom gained through experience. So some of the key aspects of the year that we are coming into are containing these principles: humanitarianism and service, spiritual awareness and enlightenment, completion and transformation. So we signify the end of one cycle and preparation for something new. And the number 9 teaches us the importance of letting go of the past to embrace the future. Yeah. So in essence, this number 9 is a powerful number for the entire planet. It's a number that calls for altruism, wisdom, and the ability to see our interconnectedness with all of life, and reminds us to live with integrity, love, a sense of purpose, to live with intention. So our service here for us to start setting those intentions for the coming year, and to keep it in a place where you will be reminded each day, which is why you should all have a magnet and a marker, and if you don't, we're going to make sure you do before we lead that process. So we're going to do some of those exercises, then we're going to chant some more, and Barbara's going to lead us in that exercise of setting our intentions. So release is the power of this last month of the year, and we've been moving through those 12 powers. And we've reviewed one each month. So, and also if you were following in our Unity Advent magazine, you'll see that each of the 12 powers is related as the 12 days of Christmas. So today's message is about the power of love. The power of love, that's the most powerful energy in the universe. And so, as we move into this, we want to ask those questions of what do I do to connect with love today? What do I do to connect with love today? What message does love bring me today? Because love will guide us, it will remove obstacles that stand in the way of love's expression. It harmonizes, unifies, and attracts. So at the end of the year, I always like to ask these questions of myself. What is my, ready to release? What am I releasing? What am I surrendering to? What am I forgiving? So that all that stuff can be the way to receive, to be receptive to the good that is everywhere present. In the Advent booklet, it says, I abide in love. Love's activity renews me in mind, body, and spirit. So today, we are facilitating us to contemplate this, sit down and really contemplate what it is we're releasing, and we'll complete that process with the burning bowl on Wednesday, and we're writing letters. And then today, though, we're going to set our intentions for the year. And so I now want to bring Barbara up here to share that with us.
Thank you. So I'm going to speak a little bit first from a book that we've used frequently this year. Linda Mardell-Whitsett and Deanne Weir-Morency, Discover Your Divinity. And she talks about transformative mind action in chapter 3. She says, grounded in human experience, it can be difficult to remember we are also fully divine. Fully divine, not part. 100% divine. Grounded in human experiences, it can be difficult to remember we are also fully divine. So we are already fully divine. So what's keeping us from that? And she says, it's difficult to remember. So it's our mind, our thoughts, our blocks that keep us from remembering this. But she says we are capable of transforming our thoughts and beliefs. We can elevate and transform our minds. And that's what we're talking about today with setting an intention. You can think of mind transformation the same way that you think of changing the color of a cloth. You can have a white cloth and dip it in blue dye. In the first dip, it turns a little bit blue. And then you dip again, and it's a little bit darker blue. And you dip again, and again, and again, until the whole cloth is completely transformed with blue. It's the same cloth, but there's been a transformation. Our minds are the same way. We can keep our mind externally focused and really caught up in the minutiae of the world. Or we can have that experience where we go within again and again and again, experiencing our divinity. And so we're dipping our mind in our own divine essence every time we have a moment of stillness and we experience the divine within, because it's already there 100%. So we transform our minds by meditating, by spiritual works, by volunteering and giving our service without any attachment to it. So many ways. Unity says you're 100% divine while being 100% human. And the more you allow this divinity to come through, very similar to what Barbara was talking about earlier. You do it every day. You do it with intention. You do it in community. Then you transform your mind and your actions. And Unity says this is an inside to outside process. Nothing out there comes to change us. It all happens from the inside. We start this by claiming our I am. I am is our spiritual name. And we can even say, I am divinely human. It's not separate. 100%. I am divinely human. And this is really hard for our minds to grasp because it's such a big concept. It's a big concept because it's greater than our mind. Your beingness is more than your mind. And one way Unity does this is the 12 powers or spiritual capacities that Valorie even just talked about. These are descriptors of the indispensable qualities that we all have within. You don't reach out and grab the capacities. They come from within. All of these attributes are your nature. It's who you are. Divine essence is our nature. We are created in the image and likeness of God. And we have all the attributes of God. This isn't a physical image, and it's hard to understand the formlessness of God, the omnipresence. And so that's where we have saints, people that come to earth, and all of us have the capacity to express our divinity. So there's God in the formless and God in the form. We don't gain wisdom, peace, joy, knowingness, bliss, or love. We already are these things. We simply need to become aware of them. And we do that by practicing it again and again and again. And one way to expand our awareness is to decide a divine attribute to focus on. Once again, these attributes are our nature. But we do have to grow our awareness of them. So we're going to do this as we step into 2025 together, claiming I am divinely human. We're going to claim a divine attribute we want to more readily express in our life. We'll go through an exercise for that. And in choosing an attribute, each of us can read about it, claim it, practice it, speak it, fill our mind with the attribute, thereby transforming our mind and our lives. I've done this year after year after year. And it's always amazing to me how much more I can understand what the attribute is, because it's not a knowing. It's not an intellectual knowing. It's an experiential awareness. One of these is peace. Peace is an attribute of God. Therefore, our divine essence is peace. So that doesn't mean that we go to places in the world that seem peaceful and that we speak words of peace. We are peace. We claim peace. You know, we have great examples of this: Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Jesus. And even if you read in the teachings of many saints, it says the lion lays with the sheep. How does that happen? Because when someone exudes peace, it permeates through the room. Gandhi created a peace movement through his words. So did Martin Luther King. It was their presence. It was their beingness that exuded the peace. So they recognized, and each of us can recognize, that peace is inherent in us. It is our divine nature. And when one grows in experiential awareness of being peace, peace wells up from the inside and flows out. And it's this peace that radiates out that changes yourself and transforms the world. You can claim, I am peace, because peace is your nature. And it's the experience that's important. It's the experiential awareness that you have that bubbles up inside. And it flows then into your words and actions. You can say then you exude peace. It permeates your cells. In Philippians 4:7, it says, the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. And so this lets us know that this is an experience that goes even beyond our mind. It surpasses all understanding. It's a vibratory quality. It's a beingness. It is the nature. And your nature, your beingness, is more than your body, more than your mind, more than anything you do in the world. And this is your nature. So we're going to challenge ourselves with transformation in 2025 as a community. We're going to lead you in a meditation in a moment. And during the meditation, I want everyone to choose a divine attribute that you want to become aware of this year. And you can expand this attribute all through the year. You focus on this inner ability or this inner attribute. Like I said, you can write about it, read about it, practice it, and then you check in regularly. You can place your word, your magnet that you're going to write on the refrigerator or some prominent place in your house, so it reminds you that this is a quality that you are and that you're wanting to expand throughout the year. I know this past year I chose surrender, release. And it's been amazing to me, the depth of surrender. I have never known surrender to the depth that I'm learning to do it. And it's a real gift. And I do that because I read about it, I practice it, and different layers peel off until I understand that there's nothing really to surrender except for practicing the service of God. And when you're serving from that spiritual reality, then you see the truth and the divine in everything. So you're surrendering to the divine process that's in place in every action, every thought, and every person. It's a transformation. And I must say, I certainly have changed my concept of surrender over the past 12 months. And so now I just want everyone to, you have your magnet and your pen, but just put it to the side for a moment as we go into a time of meditation. Noticing that we're going within to our own divine essence so that we can have an experience. So many qualities. And right now you can even think of all the qualities, all the attributes that you feel are the attributes of God. It might be peace or love, joy, strength, renunciation and release. Or you might have another word. But now just allowing yourself to bask in the inside, in your own divinity. Letting your breath be easy and natural, spontaneous. And as you become aware of your breath, it might change it slightly, and that's okay. There's no need to direct or change your breath. Just simply notice your breath. Let your breath find its own rhythm and pace. And while doing this, notice that your breath has 4 parts. It flows in, and there's a pause. It flows out, and there is a pause. It flows in, and there is a pause. It flows out, and a pause. Short or long, the pause is always there. One pause might be naturally longer or shorter. And one pause might naturally lengthen as you notice the pause. Just notice the pause. It's like when you're on a swing and the swing glides up and there's a pause where the swing hovers. And then it starts to glide back and there's a pause where the swing hovers before it goes back again. Look into, feel your way into the pause, the space of beingness. It is the doorway to the self, consciousness itself, your divine essence. Find your way into the pause. One on the inside, one on the outside. One on the inside, one on the outside, and one on the inside. Sense your way into the pause. It is a place of inner being, beingness itself. And now taking a nice, long, easy in-breath with a long, easy emptying. And another nice, long, easy in-breath and easy emptying. Lingering in the pause. I am divinely human. I am divinely human. I am divinely human. And now taking another nice breath in with an easy release. Allowing whatever attribute is bubbling up for you to say, I am, and then whatever attribute is going to be your focus for 2025. It might be more than one, but often there's something that bubbles up to the forefront that really gets our attention. And that's the attribute that your divine self is saying, let's do this. Let's grow in this divine quality. Let's expand our awareness of who we are. Noticing that the pause is always there. The attribute is 100% in you. It's simply growing the awareness. And as you slowly open your eyes, often in opening your eyes, you become aware of the vividness of the experience you've had. And then you can take your magnet and pen, and at home, take a piece of paper with a pen and write down what attribute arose for you. What attribute will be your focus for 2025? And knowing that throughout the year you can read it, speak about it, write about it, practice it, and revisit to see where your awareness is as you go through the year. And throughout the year, we'll even have opportunities to share our expanded awareness through this community. Such a gift and blessing. And so it is.
So let's all stand together and we will sing Blessing to the World. So when we stand in that divinity, we are the heart, the hands, the voice of spirit on earth. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of Spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of Spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of Spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of Spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of Spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of Spirit on earth, and we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. You may be seated.
And we are at the part where we always have a way of blessing our world with our prosperity blessing. If we can say this together, please. Divine love flows from me as a spirit of generosity. I know that as I give generously, I enter the flow of abundance. Every good possibility comes into view as I swim in the stream of infinite good. I am the harmony of divine love, blessed and overflowing.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Let's sing it together. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. That's always beautiful. And now is our chance to bless these gifts. If we can say this together, please. We give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. Okay, and if everyone can put your markers back in the basket, you can take your magnet home, but we would like to keep the markers. That's Reverend Valorie, so we can do this another time. And there's a basket right on the table outside. And so now is a wonderful time of the service where we express gratitude. Actually, I think Jeff's putting the basket right up front, okay, on the front seat, okay? But this is a time where we express gratitude. I want to thank Ian for always being here. He directs our band. He is creating a choir. He changes things. He does things. He does a tap dance every now and then when we need it. So he's done a wonderful job.
Forrest's 30th birthday. So next time we see him, tell him that he's old. We love you, Forrest.
And we have aging band members. Forrest is 30. All right, and I want to thank everyone in the back. You always do such a great job. You take care of us here at church, and you take care of our online community, and that's such a blessing. I want to thank everyone who has participated. I know everyone here has done something, whether it be decorating the church or you're going to come and help take the decorations down. We hint, hint. We've had Habitat. We've also been doing Caritas. There's been lots of outpouring. So thank you, everyone who's here. Thank you, Debbie, for how you always clean and take care of everything. And there's food downstairs after this. I also want to thank the board because the board does such an amazing job of making sure this church runs. And we're going to be having a town hall meeting in February with new board elections. So keep that in your prayer consciousness that the right people continue to serve. And for Valorie and everyone else who contributes, including myself, we thank everyone. All right. One of the cornerstones of our church is our prayer chaplains. And we always have prayer chaplains who will come up front to pray with you afterwards. They hold your prayer in confidence. And then you can also have your prayer placed in a box that will go to Unity Worldwide Ministries. But your prayers are always confidential. And so now we're going to do our prayer for protection and our peace song. We can stand together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family, all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to take